The 2015 BMW Z4 Gtlm. Introduced for the 2013 American Le Mans Series ALMS, the Z4 GTE replaced the successful M3 GT, which brought BMW the Team and Manufacturers Championships in 2010 and 2011. Compared to the Z4 GT3 it is based on, the GTE sports a less sophisticated aerodynamic kit, with simpler rear wing and diffuser, although it is significantly wider. The modifications were to make the Z4 suitable for the ALMS, which merged with the Grand M Sports Car Series to form the United SportsCar Championship (USCC) in 2014. Following a competitive maiden season in 2013, the Z4 race car received a chassis update in 2014 and went on to score 6 podium finishes in the GTLM class of the USCC with Team RLL. BMW placed fourth in the manufacturer's standing, below Porsche, Dodge and Chevrolet, but above Ferrari. Having received a slightly revised aero package for 2015, the Z4 finished the 24 Hours of Daytona second in the GTLM class and fifth overall. With the 12 Hours of Sebring just around the corner, BMW unveiled a special livery for one of the two cars, to celebrate 40 years since winning the famed endurance race for the first time. The car in question will hit the track March 21 with Bill Oberlin, Dirk Werner, Augusto Farfus and Bruno Spengler behind the wheel. Continue reading to learn more about the BMW Z4 Gtlm. Exterior. The Tribute livery is not only exciting to look at, but the fact that it mimics the CLS makes it that much more spectacular. Spotting the new livery around Sebring will be easy as pie, as the new paint job is rather conspicuous. The number 25 car will be adorned by the same blue, purple and red stripes of the M division set on a white backgrounds, but the layout is completely different now, making the car stand out. BMW and classic racing enthusiasts will instantly recognize the livery as being identical to the one BMW of North America used when it won the 12 Hours of Le Mans for the first time in 1975. The stripe pattern has been transferred from the iconic 3.0 CSL race car front to rear, adorning just about every body panel, including the roof, the front bumper and the side skirts. The Tribute livery is not only exciting to look at, but the fact that it mimics the CLS makes it that much more spectacular. This Bimmer will be one of the main attractions at this year's 12 Hours of Sebring. Interior. Inside, the number 25 car is a carryover from 2014. The cockpit includes the list of race spec equipment required by GTLM, such as an FIA homologate racing seat with harness, a fire extinguisher, a full roll cage, and a radio system. Although it retains some of the features found in the production car as required by the sanctioning body, the GTLM is mostly stripped of any creature comforts available in the standard Z4. Drivetrain. Much like the interior and the outer shell, the drivetrain remained unaltered for the 2015 season. The Z4 Gtlm employs the same turbocharged, 4.4-liter V8 engine and 6-speed sequential sport transmission, lapping race tracks across the U.S. with about 490 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque at its disposal. Tipping the scales at only 2,711 pounds, the Z4 Gtlm likely needs less than 4 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour from a standing start. Competition. Porsche 911 RSR. With 2 cars fielded by Porsche North America and 1 driven by the folks at Team Falcon Tire, the 911 RSR took 3 wins and 4 podiums to claim the Manufacturers' Championship in the 2014 USCC. Powered by a 4.0-liter, inline-6 engine rated at nearly 500 horsepower, the current 911 RSR was unveiled in 2013 as a lighter and more powerful version of its predecessor. With most of its body made from carbon fiber and its center of gravity significantly lower than that of its forerunner, the new racer is not only quicker around the track but also easier to maintain and repair. For 2015, the 911 returns mostly unchanged to the United SportsCar Championship, with the same teams gunning to clinch the trophy against competition from Chevrolet, BMW, Ferrari and Aston Martin. Chevrolet Corvette C7 R. Launched at the 2014 Detroit Auto Show, the Corvette C7R is GM's latest and most spectacular endurance racer. Developed alongside the road-going Corvette Z06 to replace the Le Mans-winning C6R, the C7R borrows most of its design cues from the C7 generation VET, while making use of an updated, 5.5-liter V8 engine. The standard output is around 500 horsepower, but the C7R's mill can be easily tweaked to develop close to 1,000, according to Chevy. The new race car made its debut on the track in early 2014 and raced a full season in the United SportsCar Championship. The two cars fielded by Corvette Racing scored 4 wins and 1 additional podium in the GTLM class, finishing the season in second place, behind Viper-powered SRT Motorsport, in the team's championship. In the manufacturer standings, Chevrolet only managed a third position, behind Porsche and Dodge, but above BMW and Ferrari. Ferrari 458 Italia Gt2. Based on the mighty 458 Italia, the GT2 employs aerodynamic enhancements specific to the class and takes on the track with the same 4.5-liter V8 engine under the hood. The mid-mounted mill churns out nearly 500 horsepower, and the car has won several events since its introduction in 2011. So far, the Italia Gt2 won the 2012 and 2014 24 Hours of Le Mans and the 2012 12 Hours of Sebring in the GTE Pro class, as well as 2 editions of the Petite Le Mans. The Italian racer also took several manufacturer and team titles in its class, including the Intercontinental Le Mans Cup, the Le Mans Series, the International GT Open, the FIA World Endurance Championship, and the European Le Mans Series. In the 2014 United SportsCar Championship, the Ferrari fielded by Risi Competizione scored 2 wins and a third place. Although that wasn't enough to help Ferrari from finishing last in the Manufacturers' Championship, the performance was nevertheless impressive considering Porsche, Dodge, Chevy and BMW each had at least 2 cars in the series. Conclusion. Granted, this Sebring car sports nothing new except for the CSL-inspired livery, but the new suit is what makes it special. Very few manufacturers can brag about having won the famed endurance race 4 decades ago while still going strong in the 21st century, and seeing the Z4 Gtlm bringing this iconic livery back into the spotlight should put smiles on a lot of faces at the 2015 12 Hours of Sebring. I know I'll be watching the race to catch a glimpse of the number 25 car. Love it. Iconic livery paying tribute to the mighty 3.0 CSL, still competitive in the USCC. Leave it. Very few updates for 2015 stiff competition.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.